What's up, guys? Brett Perlini taking over for today. We're going to do a what's in the bag. We're in Cardiff here, Cardiff Devils locker room. You may have seen Brendan's one in Switzerland. Now we're going to go through my setup here, so let's jump on into it.
Chance goal! Perlini executes.
Billingsley feeds ahead for Lake. For Billingsley jumping in, he was poked check. Bouncing back loose in front, Perlini scores!
Got Curran with him, he'll spread out, down, continues on. Slot pass, score! Perlini, power play goal!
Okay, we'll start with the good stuff here. We got the skates, the Hyperlight 2s. I've worn these for a couple years now. Like the red, we got the team red. Some guys are going green. We got the red and green thing. So yeah, I go with the still with the old tuck. Haven't switched to that new one, and I've been experimenting with some different steels this year. Ramen Edge, which are nice, but I got some. Always carry some backup ones with me. I like to have 3 or 4 pairs, even when we're playing. Got these Fly TI. I use size 280. So yeah, I used to use the Fusions, but they stopped making them, and I can't find it. Yeah. Well, I have to go up a size. I think Brendan's got a lot of pairs. So those are the skates. From there, yeah, pants. I've been using this the Bauer Supreme girdle for a few years now. Like this one, seems to fit well, nice and light, and still pretty protective. I just think there's more mobility with the girdle. Like the pants seem kind of stiff, takes a while to break in, whereas these they seem like they're good to go right away. Put them on no matter what shell you're kind of using. They always feel good, and even like going to the national team and stuff, I can always wear these and feel comfy right away. So those are the pants. The shoulder pads, I've got the CCMs. I've worn CCMs pretty much my whole career. Well, before they were Reeboks, but now I've got, as you can see, I got a little extra protection on the back ribs. Just from net front battles like cross checks and stuff. I feel like it's nice to have a little extra protection there. Our trainer Merds showed these on, so it's a nice light. This actually goes on the outside of skates too, so it's nice and hard. Will protect you. Gloves. Been in these Warriors all year. We got the team custom logo on the thumb there. I think they're the Alpha model. You'll see a nice thick palm there, like a bit of a thicker palm. I've used many different ones, and I'll use the same pair of gloves for the whole probably 3-4 months. Some guys like to rotate. Even during games, they'll use a different pair. I use the same pair till they have holes in them, and then I'll get a new pair. So I don't know. I don't like to switch on and off too much. I'm pretty simple when it comes to gloves. I like the shot block addition on there. I always wear these slash guards. I got these a few years back, but I'll always have some sort of version of these just to cover your wrist. Guys like Crosby wearing them. It's important, like especially for a centerman. You're taking a lot of sticks to the unprotected wrist area. So always got my slash guards. Elbows were in the same. I got these fresh this year. I usually try and re-up these every couple years. Same style I've been using my whole career, like the CCM or Reebok. Just always find these to be comfy and lightweight too. So can never go wrong with these. I've used this style, so I don't want to switch from this kind of style. I like the loose cuff here, and then obviously like a nice padding there. So when you fall, it's not caving in your elbow. Shin pads too. I just got into these at the end of the year. Same sort of style. These are the Tacks. I've used this kind of model for a few years now. Like I like to find with this type of stuff, find something I like and just stick to it. You know, if I'm getting the new model, try not to deviate too much and change it up too much. Like to, you know, feel a certain way when I'm dressed, and you know, don't like to change too much. Let's move to the helmet. We got the Warrior. I think this is an Alpha. It's the adjustable one, so you can tighten it there at the back. Yeah, we got what's unique about the Cardiff helmets. You know, we got the team sticker logo on it on top there, so it's pretty cool. It's one of the cool things about playing for the club. Went to the visor tint this year, really liked it. Just takes the glare out of a lot of arenas, and you know, helps you kind of dial in. You know, we've had some concussion injuries in the past, and you know, I think this really helps with that. So that's been a cool feature for me this year. Yeah, aside from that, little things. I always have 2 of these kind of bags around full of tape, scissors. I keep you know, mouth guard in there. I have like a lacrosse ball, just little things. I have a sweet stick. You know, I'll use that just in case you lose an edge. Thick white tape on the stick, on the blade. Always been using that the last couple of years. Let's see what else. You know, I'll do thick black on the top of the stick. Somebody gave me this card, I think, when I was playing in Europe. It was a national team card. I just kept it in there. Kind of was a good luck thing. I think I had a good game one time, and I just kept it in there. And yeah, so. And the other one, yeah, this is more like sandpaper. I got the visor spray. We'll put that on before every game. You know, deodorant, some extra protection. I got you know, a little BioSteel packet just in case we need that. So. Yeah, and then it's just extra tape. You know, I got, you know, everybody loves clear tape. So got that there. And then I'll always have a floss band handy. Never know when you're going to need that. Wrap it around your legs, arms, keep you nice and loose, feeling fresh. Shaker bottles there. You know, the team's good about, you know, giving us all our protein, carb drinks, you know, electrolyte stuff. So always have that handy. Underneath here, you know, we just got some extra stuff. Always have. I've had this bag my whole career. I think I got it my rookie year. Yeah, yeah, guys, you know, give me a hard time about this one, but I don't think I'll ever get rid of it. You know, got the mobility stuff, peanut ball. Picked up this one, was nice this year. You know, vibrating lacrosse ball there. So, and then we got our bands and stuff in there. So yeah, extra, you know, shin pad, skates, whatever, kind of the older stuff I'll hang on to for a while. But yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of what's in the bag. You know, we got our neck guards here. These are mandatory now. So I've been wearing the CCM kind of bib one. Kind of like this. It's, you know, nice and light, but it's cut proof still. Doesn't ride too high in the neck, but gets enough support. And yeah, jock. Yeah, I've been using the CCM one for a few years now. I'll just get maybe one every couple of years to keep it relatively fresh, but try not to change it too much. Yeah, the only other thing is sticks. Yeah, so this is what I've been using. We've got the Warrior. This is an Alpha, but it's dressed in all black as a covert. We got the team logo there. This is a different curve I've been experimenting with. It's a Kempe, bit more curved than I've used in the past, but something interesting to try. I think this one is a 95 flex. Try and go as light as possible with the specs. Got into this one. It was just I've been using the Taves Pro stock curve for a few years now, and this was a bit similar but a bit more curved, so I wanted to give it a shot. Used a couple throughout the year. Also use these Nexus tracers, really light stick. This one's an 85 flex, not as stiff as I've been using, but definitely a quick release on it. And this is the P90 TM. Also use this curve a lot this year. Very similar to the Taze Pro, but this is a stock one, so they're easy to get. If you need them in a couple days, you know, they're here right away. So yeah, that's that. When it comes to sticks, I honestly like as light as possible. Like I barely do anything on the knob, just a couple times around with black tape there. I don't normally use a lot of grip. This one has like the minimal amount, but even like on a pro stock order, I'll get no grip, and then I'll put a little bit of tape on there just to stick it up a little bit. But yeah, try and keep it as light as possible. My first year, I think college, I went all grip, tactile, everything, and it just made the stick really heavy. And you know, I didn't like that. I think they spelt my name wrong too, so I said I'm going completely opposite, and I have ever since. So yeah, even with the blade, usually you use a lower lie than a typical Sakic or P92 is a lie 6. I'll use like a lie 5 or a 5.5. Been getting slightly higher as I've been getting older. Like the puck a little bit closer than I used to. This is probably a little more curved than I've used in the past. I think it's a bit thicker blade too. So that's these ones. And we got a real treat for you. So the guy that sat next to me all year, former, yeah, he sat right there.
Stuff or not?
No, that's the stuff's moved out of there now. But former NHL player Hunter Shinkarik uses the most probably unique stick I've ever seen in my life. First of all, before you get to the blade, you know, he's got the tennis grip here already built in. It's kind of a nice touch. You got the team logo on top. But yeah, as you look down to the blade, this is I've never seen anything like this in my life. It's almost it's a half blade, and you know, he barely tapes the toe.
The size of my hand.
Yeah, if you compare it to another blade here, look, it's a lot shorter. So yeah, it's super cool, super unique. You know, it's funny, like you can barely, you know, fit a puck on this blade, so you got to have terrific hand-eye coordination to use this. But it's like, you know, your backhand sauce and everything is really good. I've tried it one time in practice, and yeah, it's certainly, you got to be on the money to use this. I think he got into it. One of his teammates in Russia was using something like this, and he liked it. So yeah, props to him for sticking to it and having probably the most unique stick in hockey. All right, guys, that's it for my What's in the Bag. Thanks for letting me take over for the day. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you soon on the channel. Peace.